Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Baby's coming home and I'm alright. No more tears, no more crying, 'cause tonight she will be riding. My baby's coming home to me tonight. Come on out, 1965, them boys were called upon. Some fist-fighting cowboys in them jungles of Vietnam. But I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Yeah, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double-cross me. 19 years old, doing the bidding for Uncle Sam. Desert boots strapped on my feet, machine gun in my head. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double-cross me. Come on now. 200 rounds I got strapped across my vest. 800 more and I'm gonna pluck one in your chest. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Oh, 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 yeah, I'm a mean motherfucker. Don't you never. I'm a mean motherfucker. Don't you never. I'm a mean motherfucker. So don't you never double cross me.
wear a condom. We're in Fayetteville. No one gets STDs here.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Smoke Pit. What's going on?
Welcome.
Jacob said we had some good tunes on. That was that last one was Mark Ridge. He was one of our guests. Oh, how long ago was Mark on?
Yeah, he
Couple
was.
months? 2 months ago?
A couple months ago. Yeah.
He has good shit. Good shit. He's an airborne guy. Yeah, it was fucking fun. We had a good time with him. But yeah, so thanks everyone for being in the chats. We'll get that started right away. Raymond, thanks for being here. And then like I said, Jacob was here and Heath was here, of course, and so it was all checking out. So Sports Bar wants to know what shirt you're wearing.
I am wearing, hold on, I can't move this camera because I'm on a different computer system now, but hold on, let me stand up. It says, I'm sure drunk me had her reasons.
Usually they do, don't they?
Yeah.
So.
I was going to wear my Worst Fest shirt that I wore when I went out to Worst Fest last night. Because for any of y'all who don't know, I'm in Texas and I'm in New Braunfels. And we have a big German sausage festival. In more ways than one. And it goes on for the next 10 days. And I was there last night and I got, maybe at the second half, I'll go grab it. And so you guys can see it because, I have to have snarky shirts and I actually got some good compliments on it. Like it wasn't like one of the regular shirts that they sell that like everybody's wearing.
Right.
So.
The event shirts the official event shirt or whatever.
Well, and plus they sell so many different types of Worst Fest shirts around here. I mean,
Right.
They've got everything. The ones that say Prost on them and the ones that, it's a worse life, or a lot of people that are very politically motivated wear these Biden is worst shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
So
I speaking of that part of the country and German things and everything, I found Shiner Holiday Cheer the other day at the gas station already, like 2 weeks ago.
Did you?
Yes, I'm very. So I bought 3 12-pack or 3 6-packs of it. That'll last me like a fucking year. That's so much beer for me, but that's like one of my favorite beers is Shiner Holiday Cheer. It really is.
Very cool.
So.
Yeah, they have that here. I know I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I am having the weirdest. I'm not finding our. So I can't see the chats right now. Maybe I'll get that fixed here in a minute. Or maybe I won't. Whatever.
Okay. He says, "Wow, look
It's
at
not
Tee Zee."
y'all. It's me.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Anyways,
right now.
anyway, so you have been working a lot. We were just talking about that offline before we started.
I have. I have been working a ton lately.
Well,
A shit ton lately.
that's good.
So, yeah. Well, I mean,
But they
like
said
I
you
said,
get Saturday
doing
off, right?
things.
So did you pull the?
She said.
Did you pull the? I'm a veteran. I'm not working on Veterans Day. I have Applebee's to get or some shit. That's what I'd have done.
No, I did not. I didn't say a word about it. In fact, when she said, since you ended up working today on your regular day off, we'll give you Saturday. It didn't even dawn on me that I was, it was Veterans Day. It just totally spaced on me. And I was like, oh, and then I went, oh, well, great. Then that means I can go to the local parade. And I had another function later in the day that I was just going to take my computer with me.
Right.
But now I don't have to. So yay.
Do you have like an obligatory like Veterans Day pic for Facebook?
Do I?
Yes.
I have in the past. I don't think the past couple of years I have. But I usually, when I did post one, it's like one of me from the ancient days. Like
yeah.
When I was a slick sleeve private, nothing on the collar. No. Yeah, that one.
Like this one.
Oh, mine's yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that one.
Mine's hold on. I can send you mine real quick.
Yeah, you should. I was
Yeah, I got it.
just thinking about that because we're like, oh, this is obviously fucking 25 years ago or better now. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, because I always put up, I don't know, it's the Marine Corps birthday on Friday, obviously, and then the Veterans Day is Saturday, and I haven't for a while now. I haven't really put up a lot of Veterans Day pictures.
Yeah, I the past couple years I had done my granddad
Uh-huh.
because he passed away. But then, it's kind of moved to like I put him up on Memorial Day kind of thing. And occasionally like I'll put my son's picture up since he served,
Mm-hmm.
or occasionally I'll put my brother's picture up since he served. And I had kind of gotten away from like just putting mine up,
Yeah,
but when I do, I'll send I've got it here. Oh, it's awful. Oh, here it is. Okay.
it's that good, huh?
Yeah, you're gonna
I'm gonna
or
love
do you
it.
want me to send it to the
Just
to the
send it to my Facebook. I'll put it up.
messenger?
Yeah.
Okay.
But okay,
Yeah,
so what
it's
do you think about those though? Do you think it's like douchey or no?
do I think it's douchey? No.
Because
I don't think it's
this was
douchey.
mine. This
I
was
don't
mine
I
a year
don't
or two
think people
ago.
are like I don't think people are like, "Ooh, thank me for my service." No, if you're proud that you served and and you want to fucking post it, dude. You do you, boo. Each person should have
What about
the right
that
to
one? That
do
was
it. I don't think
mine
it's
for a
douchey.
minute.
Now that one's cool. That one's cool. There's one. I'll send you the other one I was gonna post this. I was thinking about posting this year, and it's kind of cool. I ripped it off of somebody else because it's cute.
Well, obviously,
But
I
the
ripped that.
second
I've
one,
ripped that off of somebody because I'm not gonna try. I can't. You know what I mean? I can't do that.
yeah.
I'm
But
ridiculous.
I sent my 29 years ago, 28 years ago. I think that's when mine was taken 28 years
Oh, that's really small. There, I made it better.
ago.
No, I just
Okay.
I
That was taken like 28 years ago.
yeah. Isn't that crazy? You start thinking about the shit like that. Here, I'll show everybody, baby, to
Yeah.
little boot tee. Look at you, oh.
With my recycled makeup that they let us grab out of a box that Lord knows how many women had put on their face.
That sounds so fucking
Yeah.
nasty, dude.
Mhm. Yeah,
Sounds
and that
so
isn't
nasty.
a full uniform. That's just a dickie.
Yep,
We
yeah,
didn't-
that's
we
all.
just
That's
kept
ours
little
were too.
dickies.
Yep, it was just a little. Yep, I didn't know that was the.
Mm-hmm. Apparently it's with a little vagina hat.
Yep, yeah, that's not what we
Mm.
called them. We had a different C word for them.
So pretty. Yeah, well, I was being nice.
Mhm.
I didn't want to say the cunt cap, but yeah.
Well, you can say that because you're a girl. That's like I can't say that because I'm a dude. Pretty sure about it.
And then the other one I sent you was the one I snagged off of somebody else, and I was gonna use this year because it's just cute.
This is cute. I'm getting it up for you.
Yeah, it's cheesy, but it's cute.
That's
I like
whatever.
it.
It's not. It's a. Hold on. Gotta get it centered. Be like 2 seconds. Bam. All right, close enough. So is it like a pine cone? Is that what it's supposed to be?
I think it is a pine cone in a uniform.
With a
holding a little
DD-214 blanket.
DD-214.
Oh yeah, there's little other pine cones behind them that apparently didn't make it
Yeah.
out. They're all
I guess
dead.
not. Yeah, well, dead pine cones.
They're dead pine cones. That's his dead buddies, and he's all happy to.
But isn't he cute? At first I thought he was a hedgehog, and then I realized he was a pine cone.
Yeah, and
I'm
there's
like, okay,
there's
that
the dead
works.
pine cones behind him. He's the only one to survive from his fire team. Those are his buddies.
I just love it. It's so cute. So I
Oh.
was thinking I was just gonna put that one up this year because I thought it was too fucking cute.
Oh, he said he has his basic and his airborne photo. Everything was lost in a house fire, dude. That sucks.
Oh man,
My-
that sucks.
Okay, so several years ago, in 2014, my grandma passed away,
hmm
and I didn't actually have one of my boot camp photos. Oh, Patrick says I might be passed out naked. Ooh, that's true too. That's probably more accurate. Anyway, so that my boot camp picture, that one I showed, I actually got from my grandma's house. My mom, my mom had one. A lot of my family had them.
Yeah.
But I never got one of them. So when my grandma
I didn't
passed
either.
away,
That's how I got mine back.
Mhm.
My mom gave it back to me. She's
Yep.
like, I have like 5 of these. And I'm like, probably because I gave you all of them.
Mhm.
'Cause
You know-
we don't want to keep that shit.
you know whose I don't have is my son's. I don't know what happened to it.
Oh,
He was supposed to
I have
mail
my
them home, and
son's.
he never sent them home. Maybe they're with him in Germany. I don't know.
I don't think my son or my daughter, I have ones that I took of them
Mhm.
when they graduated basic, but I don't have like a formal
And see, I didn't get
like
that.
one like mine.
I didn't get that because he graduated during COVID.
Oh, that's
So they didn't have the
right.
graduation. Yeah.
Everyone should have one of those. They're like the most embarrassing things ever.
I know.
And you
I
don't have an army one like that, right?
No, because I didn't go to Army boot camp
Yeah.
or
'cause
basic
when
training.
when you came in,
Yeah,
when
I
you
went,
did
'cause
prior service, they didn't. Yeah.
Yep. Actually, my son was asking me about that because
If
he
you had an army one.
he was thinking about going Air Force.
Err,
He talked
man.
about that and was like, "So what's it like going between services?" I'm like, "It's kind of hard to. You get hardwired in the way certain things work. You know, you get hardwired in the way the Army works, the Marine Corps works, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
you go
for sure.
somewhere new, and you're like, this is not how things work. That's exactly how things are supposed to work there, but you kind of struggle with that. I struggled with that coming from the Marine Corps to the Army. I struggled with that coming from the Marine Corps to like when I went to like that Joint Reserve base in Texas. I struggled with that because the Marine Corps Reserve is a whole different animal than the Marine Corps is.
Yeah.
So I struggle with that a little bit, and it's whatever. Like everyone, they teach their own. But when you have a change in the level of discipline or the expectations, you struggle with that. And I think that changes just from going from an airborne unit to an unairborne unit, or to if you went from different units in the same brigade. Have different standards sometimes, and sometimes you struggle with that if you do some changing around, go into a staff position or something. You gotta.
Yeah.
So, and it's whatever. It really is. It's all good.
Well,
You learn to live. So
there's a guy that I work with. There's a guy that I recently worked with, and he came off of active duty, and he was airborne. And he switched National Guard when he came off active duty.
Mhm.
He just went to his first drill. And I told him, I said, dude, don't have the same expectations. I know you're going to an airborne National Guard unit, but there's a possibility none of those kids have been active duty. All they've done ever is National Guard, and they may not be as hua as what you were in your last unit. So don't go in there thinking you're super fucking man. You may need to tone it down a little bit.
Right. Well, and on top of that, the training level isn't there for the I have nothing against the National Guard whatsoever, and I'm not trying to talk shit about the National Guard.
Either.
But you cannot fit in, especially in something like an airborne unit. Like, when do you jump?
Yeah.
If you're guard, when do you jump?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was one thing, like, if you're like a engineer, there's a heavy horizontal engineer unit in this town that I live in. And when I was out camping this summer, they were out. There's a big lake, and they were like building roads and shit out there for their AT or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of those guys in that unit like work for construction companies on the outside. So it's a perfect fit. The guy's a blade operator, for his full-time job. He's probably a better blade operator than the active duty guy. You know what I mean? Because he's actually got to do it for a real boss who actually gives a shit about it, instead of like, I don't know. I've never been around active duty engineers. Maybe they build lots of roads, but I'm guessing they don't build the roads like these guys do,
Yeah.
So sometimes that's a good thing. But when you have, an airborne unit, well, how many jumps do you actually get? How much time do you actually get to spend doing, infantry things. You can't practice your, warrior tasks and drills when you're I don't know, working in a
the same for
shop.
medical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I went from active to reserves and then back to active again. And the reserves it's completely different.
Now,
It's
but for
not you do have certain things you have to continually do
right.
in order to keep your certification up and everything, but drill in the reserves was nothing compared to the day-to-day jobs active duty.
Because they were probably like, if they're actual EMTs and shit, right? I imagine some of those medics and shit in that unit were probably actually EMTs and probably knew more than like a combat medic, a 68 whiskey or whatever. But then you've got some kids who, they went to 68 whiskey school, but now they're in the reservist or guard or whatever, and they go fucking smoke weed and go to college. Like they're obviously probably not as proficient as the EMT guy or the active duty guy. So yeah, it's a weird dichotomy, I think, with the National Guard, and I don't always know how to take it because, like, especially the Guard, everyone's from the same area, and they have kind of a different rapport with each other. You know what I mean? And so, like, I think that helps the Guard a lot too. That, we all went to high school together. We all fucking drink beer together on the weekends, and we all work at the same factory back in the whatever. There's something to be said for that.
And then when you come off of active and go back to whatever area, and sometimes they don't go back home. They don't go back to where they're from. They go to a different state. They may get out in Georgia because they were active duty in Georgia, and maybe their wife's got a really good job there, so they stay there and go National Guard in Georgia. And now they're working with all these guys that, like you said, have known each other for a fucking ever.
Yeah,
it's got to be a big change.
I don't know. There's so many different variables to it. And I tell you, me personally, right? I don't talk a lot of shit about the Guard because the Guard, I think, does an amazing job. And actually just tonight, my wife and I were talking because she's like, we were talking about like numbers, right? How many people are in the Guard or how many people are she started out, she asked me how many people are in the Marine Corps. I was like, about 250,000 or so. She said, well, how many people were in the Army? I'm like, you know what? I'm not sure anymore. It used to be near 1 million. Well, now it's 1 million with the Guard and Reserve. It used to be close to 1 million active. Combined, it's 1 million, 1.1 million-ish. It's like 600,000 in the active duty, active component, and then like 300,000 in the Guard and like 200,000 in the Reserves.
Wow.
So, yeah. And I didn't realize how few active duty personnel there were anymore. I don't know what their recruiting numbers are and everything like that, but more tunes. We'll play more tunes. Give us about 30 more minutes. We'll play you some more tunes. But yeah, if you
who's wanting the tune?
Jacob is. And you know what, Jacob? You know what? Actually, the fucking music's probably better than listening to us blow hard anyway. But hold on, I'll send you this guy's website, and you can check him out.
I think I finally found a way to see the stuff, but I don't know. My stuff is so jacked tonight. I told you I got updates, and now I'm like, I can't see.
Here, I'll send you his
Is that
YouTube.
it? Oh, I just got the yay! I finally can see the.
So that dude you were
freaking stuff.
asking about. I'll hit reply to you. Boop. This is his YouTube page. And you can look him up on he's on like Amazon Music and Spotify and everything like that. You can look him up and play shit. He's got some really good tunes, dude. Actually, the one I played was Airborne Man earlier. That's not even his favorite song of mine, I don't think. He's got some
And
really.
he just released a new song just not too long ago.
Yeah, it was like during the rally. But yeah, check him out. That dude is amazing.
I follow him on Instagram, and I think he has another one even since then.
Oh, does he? Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I haven't really
so.
been, and I've been slacking on our pages, and I've been slacking on my own personal stuff about posting and following and stuff. I need to get better at that. But yeah, I fucking love Mark Rich. He was so cool too. But yeah, I really do enjoy him, and we should have him back on. If he's releasing, if he's,
Yeah,
I think
should.
he was going to come on if he had a new album he was dropping.
Yeah.
I think
And
he's
right
been
now, I know
dropping
he's
some
touring a lot. I
singles.
know he's got a lot of shows.
Yeah, he was doing a bunch of. I think when we talked to him, he was going to tour basically. Well, till about now, wasn't he? Or New Year or Thanksgiving time or something.
Shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he was planning on doing till like Thanksgiving time.
Yeah, because he had a bunch of shows booked.
Mhm.
So I know he's been pretty busy.
Yep. Needed saving. He just updated 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Just uploaded a new song. So yeah, he's fucking
Yeah, I thought
amazing.
so.
And he is just some dude. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna start playing music and get good at it. Like,
Well,
and
he
he's a
did say
veteran.
he'd been playing since he was younger,
Right.
but never like seriously playing, like not like in a band
Mhm.
or and he always has written songs because that was kind of his way to kind of get out of his own head,
Yup.
which was, I think, super cool. I mean, if that's what helps you,
Absolutely.
more freaking power to you, man.
Yep. Yeah, definitely play that at the Barracks party, man. That's some fucking good shit. He's fucking good. And like I said, he's an old airborne dude. Like, I love that. I love that aspect of this show. Of this platform is being able to take guys like that and give them a little bit of recognition. Love it.
Yeah.
So
Let people know about them, that they're
Yep.
out there, and,
Mhm.
and maybe people who wouldn't usually find them, without this type of thing.
Yep. So yeah, I'm down. I love it. Love it. Love it. But anyway, yeah, we'll play some more tunes in about half hour. So we talk for about an hour, and then we play some tunes for a few minutes, and then we get back to bullshit and then wrap things up. So, speaking
We usually
of
get
that,
off the mark.
speaking of that,
Speaking of bullshitting.
well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so starting in December, we are going to have to get a lot better about being off the radio at like 9.
Oh, okay. Because
So
you got stuff.
I have we're going to have, yeah, I'm going to have soccer practice from, well, we start at 6 my time, and we're supposed to end at 8 our time, right?
Mhm.
From 8 to 9, I'm going to have little girl soccer practice across the street.
Little girl again, or
No,
the teenage
the
girl?
teenagers.
Yeah,
U8
I
or
thought you were going up in
U19.
age.
U19.
Yeah.
Don't say yeah. It's gonna be a pain in my ass.
Yeah, but you said it's going to be just like supervising, that they know.
You
their
know,
shit.
you
You're
say
gonna have to do too
that.
much.
You say that. On the soccer
And
end of
then
it,
doesn't actually happen.
on the soccer end of it, I'm not going to have a lot. On the teaching them things soccer-wise, but it sounds like I've already got a handful of personal problems bubbling to the surface.
Oh, Lordy.
Yo.
Oh, Lordy.
So that's going to be that'll be the crux
So
of,
teen girl issues.
oh God. Yes.
Oh, anytime you get a gaggle of girls together, I don't care what age they are.
You know,
there's gonna
that
be
is
something.
true. That is true. Whenever you have a little group like that. Yeah, football. Actually, this is futsal. Is what they're. Oh, do I have any indoor pictures? It's my wife. Let me see. I have some. Get back on my Facebook.
Ah.
So indoor is amazing. And we talked about indoor a little bit last time, didn't we? Where it's
Yeah,
like
we
soccer,
did.
like on a it's soccer
On a different field,
on
and
a-
it's more fast paced.
yeah, on a football or on a basketball court.
Yeah, so it's a smaller field and it's a lot faster pace.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. No matter the age is an understatement. We are ridiculous. That's right. Yes.
Yeah, we are ridiculous.
Well, and I love
Faux show.
I love my
Faux
daughter, and I
show.
love her. I really, the girls playing, I really do enjoy them. I know a lot of them. I've known them for a long time, and so it's going to be tough with some of them to kind of put the hammer down, because they've played. My daughter's played soccer for a while, and
So she's kind of grown up with these girls all playing together.
mm-hmm. Actually, this is a really,
Yeah.
really good picture, and I'm gonna this one will it'll show kind of what we're working with here. This is a really good representation of everything I'm going to be messing with. Okay.
Okay.
So as they get older, like sometimes like more and more kids don't play, right? They find other things to do and
Yeah.
whatever.
They grow out of it, or they
Mhm.
decide it isn't what they want, and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So the goalie in this scenario, the girl in the light blue jersey, is my daughter. That girl, number 25, her name is Kenya. She's going to be on my team. Okay. The girl in the purple is from a town not far from here. And they don't have a team anymore, so she's going to be on her team too. So you can see my daughter is really pissed off, yelling at her for some fucking reason, right? Because Kenya's probably not doing exactly what Jocelyn thought she should do. And so all three of those girls are going to be on the same team, and I'm going to be their worthless coach as they scream at each other because they're from different towns and from different things. So
nice.
Yep.
Well, I will say a little prayer for you every Wednesday.
yeah, it'll be fine though. But
Lord,
that's just going to be
don't let
practice.
Jake shit on the teenage girls,
Yep.
and don't let the teenage girls lose their shit on Coach Radar.
Oh, I said if I need ridiculous, I should see you on the river.
Hey, watch it, Pip. You have to be on the river with me, Phil. Revenge is a bitch.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's
We're fun on the river. We are so much fun on the river.
so yeah, so that's what I'm gonna have to fucking deal with all the whole winter. But you know, but here's like I said, I talk shit, but I really do. Like I said, that girl Kenya is one of she's on the soccer field. She's mean as shit, but in real life she's so sweet. But she's like 6'1", but she's only about 130 pounds. So
good Lord, she's a stick.
she is. Well, she's probably more than that. She's probably about 140, 150, but she's probably 6'1". And
wow,
it's
that's tall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she's such a sweetheart. But she like people like she gets like caught up in people's feet because her legs are a mile long, you know, and then they trip. She's like, I didn't mean to trip them. I'm like, well, sorry about it. You got huge feet and long legs. You're gonna trip people on occasion.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yep, but it'll be fun. It'll be like I said, it's nice because it's climate controlled, which up here this time of year is always great. Dominic said, if you don't swear at your teammates, you're on the wrong team. That's right. And Spanky, you don't have to go back to your lurk spot. You can hang out. We like you being here. We don't like when you take off on us. So
yeah.
But yeah.
No,
but
she's fun.
I do.
I'm a girl.
So and then my son is Gabriel. He'll be playing U12 soccer, and they're short a coach too.
Is he the one that's into the bicycling right now?
Yep, he's the racist.
Is he the racist?
Mm-hmm. Well, he's done racing right now. He is wrestling. Now they're wrestling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good Lord. That child, he must be so tired, like all the time.
He doesn't get tired. That's the problem. He's
tired just hearing about all this shit.
You know, I kind of am too. But so wrestling gets freaking Gabriel. Okay, so soccer, the older kid's soccer ended on a Saturday. Sunday night was his wrestling meeting, and practice started that Monday. I got 0 fucking days off, right? His last wrestling tournament is like the same weekend as the first indoor tournament. I'm like, dude, wrestling fucked my fall up. I get 0 days off. And actually, that's going to be a pain in the ass.
That boy needs to take a break.
He's gonna be in his last wrestling tournament, and that's the same as the indoor tournament in Sioux Falls. So his dad's going to take him to wrestling, and we're going to go to.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
that'll
that's
give you
true.
something.
Jacob said, if you spend all your time in sports and school, there's no time to get caught up in bullshit and trouble. There's something to be said about that.
Well, that's why my parents put me in so many things.
Yep.
Because I had a wandering brain, and I wouldn't slow down ever.
Yep.
So, I mean, I say I'm tired as an adult listening to all the things that he does, but if I think about it, I ran track, I was on swim team, I
Mhm.
played softball, I played volleyball, I played basketball, I was on dance team. I also went to dance classes, regular, out, and I played soccer.
Right.
So I was that kid. I'm sorry to my mom now. I should probably go hug her and give her an apology.
Be like, sorry about it. I didn't mean to
Whoops.
pain in the dick. But you know what? Like, okay, me personally, if I didn't have to stay academically eligible back then, I probably wouldn't have. Really,
yeah, same.
realistically, like I fucking being in sports probably got me through high school. If it wasn't for sports, I wouldn't have graduated. I'm sure I probably would have, but I wouldn't have graduated with anything near the grades I did.
And speaking of that, I quit pretty much everything in the middle of my senior year. And then I failed my senior year
Oh,
and went back and was on the 5-year plan.
huh?
I had to repeat my senior year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're right. Sports, staying in sports and stuff probably would have made me graduate on time instead of a year later. Because yeah, I just realized you're right.
Yeah.
That's 100% true.
Yep. If it wouldn't have been for
UIL
that.
standards.
Ooh, Pop Culture Warrior said the Hollywood strike is over. That's awesome.
What?
Yes.
Oh, yay. Oh, that's so great. Now you can get some more cool
To get his guest back.
Earth-ish guests back.
He should have me on as a
Yay.
guest, and I can talk about how cool Loki was as a show.
Oh, was Loki a cool show? I haven't seen it.
Love it. If you like Marvel, you might like it. It's pretty good. Dominic says he
like Marvel, but I'm not a huge fan.
Dominic says, I think I won 2 wrestling matches. Wrestling was introduced to me by the Army. I lost my last fight. Got slammed on top of another private, and the sergeant looked up and said, who's next? Well, Gabe's first wrestling meet match was, I don't even know what it is, because it's middle school, so it's a clusterfuck. There's like 20 schools there. And there's no real weight classes. They just throw everybody in a hat and say you wrestle that kid. Basically, it's how 6th grade wrestling works here. And God, he got pinned he won his first meet or match. He pinned the guy in 20 seconds. Then he got pinned in 20 seconds, and then the last guy he pinned in 20 seconds. So
yeah, our school doesn't have wrestling in junior high.
Is that guy being all Aloha Snack Bar with his Syrian flags? I think it's Syrian flags. So, all right, well, good for you, buddy.
Airbud 55, here we come. Lordy.
But you know what?
Lordy.
I don't know. I love my kids, and they keep working and playing and doing all their things, and I'm really proud of all of my kids. I really am.
Well,
my kids do
you
amazing
should be proud
things.
of them.
I think that's a proud need for Egg Dominic. I don't know. Whatever. He's all I don't know. I can't read the squigglies. So he's all Aloha Snack Bar. So
I don't know. What me?
That was one of my favorite things to do in Iraq, was to get the poor translations,
of what they were saying.
What they were writing.
Oh,
they would translate.
They would translate into what it was.
Well, no, because they would translate the signs into English, right? And I remember there was a light over one of the and I have a picture of it somewhere on my Facebook, I'm sure. But it was lights must be shut off during the day to conserve solar electricity. They couldn't spell electricity. I'm like, oh, you're going to conserve solar electricity. Yeah, that's cool. Then it just
sounds like T-shirts in Japan. The Japanese try to directly translate.
Yep, and you
funny
just can't.
American stuff
Mm-hmm.
onto their T-shirts. Like what we have, it would say something completely different than what this says. How mine says, I'm sure drunk me out of reasons, it would come out like insanely like, what the fuck did that just say? Yeah, 'cause
Right.
they tried to direct translate it, and it's not ever what it's supposed to be.
No, it never is.
So I get that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that was always fun to me when and it'd be whatever it was in Arabic, whatever, you know, and there's in their squiggly lines. And then they would try to translate it into English, and it was just a lot was lost in translation, and it was fun for me.
Yep, I bet that is fun. I bet I've got some stuff from Egypt like that. I never thought about it when we were taking pictures of all the different road signs and things. I bet some of them are pretty funny if I went back and read them. I don't know. I never paid that much attention.
Let's see. Dominic says, I confess I spent one whole deployment bringing all the translations to the Air Force because they had attractive translators. I did not get laid.
Oh, Lord.
You know, ours was awesome. Our interpreter was awesome. I love that guy. I wonder what happened to him. In Iraq, I don't know. The interpreter I had in Afghanistan was dog shit, and that was a long time ago. I don't know what happened to him either.
Yeah.
But no, I kind of wonder, you know, as I go through these, I wonder what happened to some of those guys. But no, our dudes were good. You know, I was always really impressed by most of them. You know.
Yeah. The ones I met in Egypt were really cool.
Mm-hmm.
They just wanted to smoke all your cigarettes.
Which I never understood because cigarettes were like fucking $5 a carton, dude. I was like, fuck, they're like $7 a pack at home. Fuck yeah. Here's a smoke. Here's a whole pack. Don't give a fuck. Smoke the shit out of your Miamis or whatever the fuck cigarettes you got.
Yeah, I smuggled back a pack of Egyptian cigarettes in my ammo pouch.
Oh, so I went.
Whoops.
I just had whatever I had extra. I put like in my fucking assault pack and brought them home.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as I had like half a carton, right? Mm-hmm. Well, as soon as I got back, fuck that. I want some Camel Lights, motherfucker. I'm sick of these Miamis. I don't give a shit. So I went and bought real cigarettes. You know,
my pack somewhere. I still have that pack of Egyptian cigarettes.
I have some Miamis. I have some other whatever little shitty cigarettes. But like when we used to fucking get drunk, I used to make people try to smoke them, like college kids. You know, like because I went to college from it. I'm like, hey, they're like, hey man, can I buy a smoke? Yeah, I got one for you. And I give them a fucking Miami, watch them turn green, and almost throw.
Yeah, I was shady coming back from Egypt. I took a bunch of sand and put it into the little tamale bottles,
mm-hmm.
and then super glued the lids on to bring them back to my kids so that my kids would have sand from Egypt.
Yep.
Yeah.
My ex-wife got a bunch of sand from Iraq when I dumped out my duffel bags.
Well, yeah.
Dumped out on my bag. She got plenty of sand. You know what? Okay. No, then this is not even, I'm not even exaggerating. Okay. So for Halloween, my wife was like,
mm-hmm.
I need something. I need to shoot all the girls. They changed it. They were going to be whatever. And then like, hey, we're going to be warrior princesses.
Uh-huh.
And this is like the day she had to go to work. And she's like, I don't have a fucking costume for that. And I was like, tell you what, why don't you just put on like, you know, one of my old uniforms and then just wear a tiara, warrior princess. Boom. Got it figured out.
Oh,
yeah.
That's fabulous.
So I went in the basement and pulled out one of my A bags or whatever and dumped it out. And there's still fucking sand in the goddamn thing. It's been 15 years. It's been 15 years since I was in Iraq. And there's still fucking sand in that shit. So I had to wash it, but I pulled out like a pair of ACU trousers and like one of the combat shirts, you know. She wore that. Yeah. And with the little tiara.
Cute.
I was like, you want to wear the boots? She's like, those boots are dog shit. I was like, oh, come on, they're not that bad. But yeah.
I have one uniform left. I have my blues, my dress blues and my dress greens because we had greens. I when I got out, I never transitioned to the new Class A's.
Yeah.
And then I think I have one set of PTs left and one pair of boots.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much got rid of everything else because all my uniforms, especially the old greens, the green, you know, BDUs, you could sell them here, man, to the freaking hunters. They love them. And so they were all, you know, buying them up.
Oh, yeah.
So I just pretty much got rid of everything.
So Dominic said
I have
no
all my
sand.
son's stuff.
Oh yeah. I still have
And
the
I have
old green.
half of two of my ex-husband's stuff.
I actually I have a bunch of fucking Marine Corps stuff still. That's just ridiculous. I'll never fit into that ever again. Dominic says no sand. Seriously, they made me a customs inspector. Bring any knife or firearm you want, but I need to get anal if there's dirt. But you know what? There wasn't dirt. I didn't have like a bag of sand, right?
Yeah.
It was just all the fucking sand that ended up in all my shit. And then I open up the duffel bag and there's fucking shit everywhere. And then
and especially if it's been sitting in that bag for years, and then it
yeah,
settles to the bottom.
God, it's been 10
I
years,
do
15 years.
still have like 3 aid bags in my garage that I totally had forgotten about until recently, and I went out there and I have like IV bags that expired like in 2009. Still. Guess I can slice those open and dump them out. So much bullshit.
Yeah.
Because just pack it up and forget about it. You're out. There's no reason to use that shit anymore.
Yeah, it does sound kind of dumb, doesn't it? You know, there was a time though I really could have used some of those IV bags. Not gonna lie.
Well, we used to just do like Sunday morning IVs for everybody that was hungover at the house. I'm sure that was not what we were supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it's whatever.
But
It's good practice. It's good practice.
Yeah, just hang it up on the little deal for the window. For the curtain rods. I would just hang the IV up on the curtain rod and run and just hook somebody up if they were hungover.
That's not a bad fucking play.
No, it was smart. It was smart.
Oh, God. Fucking crusty bags. That's right, dude. There's so many fucking crusty bags. Let's see. Jake, what was that? Yeah, Jacob said he spent like $9 the other day for spirits. Did the president ban menthols? I'm going to look up.
I don't know. I know they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I quit smoking regular cigarettes. I only vape now, so I don't even know what a pack of cigarettes costs. I know I can buy a vape for $20 and it'll last me like 3 weeks. Maybe. I don't know. My grandson says I have too many. He says I have a whole collection.
Okay, so this is from September. This is from September 1st. The FDA says it will finalize ban on menthol tobacco products, quote, in coming months, on end quote. So as of right now,
if I still smoked, I'd be pissed.
In April 22, the FDA initially announced they were going to ban the popular flavor. It's at a deadline of August 2023. That deadline is still listed online, but a spokesman said it will say complete work on the rule, quote, in the coming months. And that is for menthol cigarettes and flavored cigars. So,
you better buy them up now, yo.
And I wondered, I know you can order some of that stuff offline. And I do know, I had two guys that I was in Iraq with. Rob says they're already banned in Massachusetts. Probably. I believe that. But I knew a couple guys that would take like pipe tobacco and they would roll their own with pipe tobacco. So if you really wanted a flavored cigarette, a menthol or whatever, you could get pipe tobacco.
Yeah.
And roll your own. I don't know how effective that would be. I don't know. He had all different kinds of shit. One of the guys had all different kinds of shit. He had like fucking cherry and whatever. I told him if I was going to roll my own cigarettes, it wasn't going to be something I could smoke in the military.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's whatever. Yeah, it sounds about right for government to hurry up and wait. Absolutely. We just got to Rhode Island and or New Hampshire. Yeah, or smoke a pipe. You just cut out the fucking middleman and just smoke the pipe. Don't roll your own, just smoke a pipe. That's not a bad idea. You know, I quit. I quit. I don't even vape or anything, and I smoked pretty hard for a better part of 20 years. More than that, 22. Because I started smoking in 98, and I quit in 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just shy of 20 years, 22 years.
Wow.
And I just got sick of it. I was like, nah, I'm done. I quit. But that was me. I'm not even trying to fucking pound that off on anybody else. I ain't trying to be like, oh, I did it. You can do it too. I fucking tried to quit for years, and that shit was tough. And then finally, I literally got sick of it. I just quit.
I've quit off and on, but then I always end up picking it back up again.
Yep. And that's fine. Dude, no fucking judgment here. I promise you. I can't even tell how many times I did that. I have one success story, and that's thankfully all I needed. But I have plenty of failure stories too, of where I can't even count the amount of times when I'm fucking sick of this shit, and I'd quit for a week, or I'd quit for 2 weeks, or maybe a month. I've quit for a month probably a handful of times, and then I picked it back up.
Yeah, I used to be a diehard, and then I was like an occasional, and then I was a only when I'm drinking.
Yeah.
And then it was not at all for a while, and then vapes came out, and then I was like, well, I don't have to smell like a cigarette anymore.
Dick said,
maybe I'll do that.
He's not wrong, but I tried Camel non-filters thinking that would make me quit. I was like, if they're so rough that I can't fucking do it. And you know what I did? I just smoked more of them.
Oh, no.
Yep. I tried everything, man. And I actually vaping, I can't vape. Like, it makes me cough really bad. I'd be better off smoking weed. I cough less when I smoke weed than when I smoke a vape. Or is it smoke a vape? What do you do with a vape? Do you just vape? Vape a vape? Puff a vape?
You puff on it, suck on it. I don't know what you do with it. You don't set it on fire. So I don't know what
you don't burn one down.
I don't know what the termage is. We should have we might want to ask the young kids. They might know. There may be a term.
No, honestly, that's so did you I don't know if you did or not. The king had a speech the other day. Did you hear that? In England,
Probably
the King of England.
Probably not. I know.
One of the big takeaways from his speech was he wants to create a tobacco-free generation. And in Great Britain, they were talking about what he proposed was that nobody under the age of 14 years old will ever be allowed to buy cigarettes. And so that's going to be progressive. So this year it's 14, next year will be 15, next year will be 16, all the way up. So they will never be able to purchase cigarettes. That age will just keep going up.
Yeah.
Which, I don't think 14-year-olds should buy cigarettes. I don't think 14-year-olds should be smoking, right?
No.
But no. I think when you're... when you're a certain age, you should be able to fucking do that. Yeah, Dominic's right. Dominic said he never smoked, but he always had packs overseas that were currency. Absolutely, they were. Yeah, the age phasing out. Yeah, and I don't know how well that. I mean, okay, I remember when I was a kid, 25, 30 years ago in high school, that smoking was still kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It was, and it was not you could still smoke in restaurants. You could still smoke if you smoked in your car, it was just a fucking fine, Fuck, my parents smoked in the house around me when I was a kid. It didn't fucking matter. Now, could you imagine?
My dad was a heavy smoker.
Yo. And I'm not going to say I never smoked in my house, but I never smoked in my house around my kids. I didn't smoke in the house around my kids.
Dad. We had full ashtrays all the time. I can remember my dad saying, here, go empty this ashtray. It's getting too full. And so I would, as an 8-year-old kid, just take his big ass glass ashtray to the trash and dump it and come bring it back to him.
And bring a beer back while you're doing it. Yeah.
Well, no, not a beer. He was an alcoholic. He stopped drinking when I was like 11.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Well, you lucked out of that one then. But I mean, you know what? And there was a period I smoked in the house. I said not when I had the kids, but I was a non-custodial parent.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and then when about 10 years ago, I quit smoking in the house. I said about
Now,
4
I
years ago, I
haven't
quit
smoked in the
smoking.
house
Period.
in years.
Mhm.
Now I'll vape in the house. Apparently,
Dick was
obviously.
just, I was
But
going to say an
I wouldn't
exploding
light a
smoke in your couch.
cigarette.
Yeah, because my friend was a dickhead and put a ladyfinger in my cigarette. He poured the tobacco out and put a fucking firecracker in my cigarette. I lit it and it fucking blew up my face. Asshole. Whatever, he was smoking too, so fuck it. Oh, Gary said he
But I know I
didn't
smoked in my
start
house as a
smoking until
kid.
he was 30. Oh,
What?
yeah. That's
Gary.
interesting. Huh. But you
Yeah,
know what?
I don't. Well, it's whatever.
Like I said,
guess.
that's cool. I mean, that's not cool. That's an interesting take on that. Because by the time I was 30, I
started
wanted to
smoking
quit.
when I was probably 15.
I
Yeah.
chewed in high school,
Mm.
but I was in all the sports, and you didn't want to like fuck up your sports, right?
Yeah.
So I chewed, and then I went to Marine combat training. I chewed Copenhagen.
Hmm.
And, Copenhagen comes in a plastic or in a paper tin.
Yeah.
Right. Well, when I went to Marine combat training in December, the whole month of December was my Marine combat training. So it's basically a month in the field. Right. So I bought a couple of logs to chew. I threw them in there.
Hmm.
And, well, it rained like the whole fucking time we were there. So we were trying to fucking dip wet Copenhagen. And when it gets wet and then dries out, turns into fucking dirt.
Mm.
And so I was like fucking nicking pretty bad. And one of my buddies at the time was like, man, I'll give you a couple packs of smokes. And I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, I can do that. And I did Firewatch for him or some shit for a couple of nights, but I got some cigarettes and,
In
math.
basic?
No, it was AIT.
Oh, AIT.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
we weren't allowed anything.
This
in
was an
basic or
AIT. It was like the Army doesn't have anything. This is called Marine combat training. So in the Marine Corps, you go to like 13 weeks of basic or boot camp, and then you go to 4 weeks of MCT at the School of Infantry because every Marine's a rifleman, right? So that's what you do, and you do all infantry training maneuvers and stuff, and you have infantry instructors who live like your infantry for a fucking month, and then you go to your A school, which would be like your AIT.
Oh, okay.
But after the 13 weeks of basic or boot camp, the Marine Corps is like, yeah, you're good enough to smoke now or whatever,
Oh, see, now we could, when we were off post, once we finally got off post, privileges in AIT, but most people, at least not in my MOS, you didn't get that for at least the first 4 weeks.
Right.
So all of basic, my 9 weeks of basic, and then my 4 weeks at AIT, I couldn't smoke at all. I had my last cigarette. The bus driver was super cool and stopped far enough outside of Leonardwood and basically told everybody, look, if you've got cigarettes on you, go outside, smoke your last cigarette. He goes, and then throw it away now, because if they catch you with it, you're not going to be happy.
Right.
They're gonna be dicks to you. And he let us smoke one, before we got on to base, and then that was the last one I had. And I thought, oh, well, then I'll quit. No, I didn't. As soon as they let us have off post, I was lighting up.
Yep. See, and I did pretty good I didn't have any problems at boot camp. And it was when it's actually when I went home from boot camp, and I ran into a couple buddies of mine, and they're like, hey man, here's Copenhagen, diet. So.
And I was older too, though, when I joined. And I had already been.
See, I was I was 17 when I went to fuck boot camp. I was 18 when I graduated.
Yeah, see, and I was 24, so I'd already been smoking for almost 10 years when I left.
Right.
So it was a little different for me. It was more of a habit by then.
Oh, but see, that's whatever. I don't know. Like, I didn't really have much, and because my parents smoked pretty heavy, and I was like, nah, I don't want to smoke. I don't want to smoke. And then that one turn of events, next thing I know, I'm a smoker. And then 20 years later,
I used to go steal my dad's packs of Marlboro Reds because he had so many. He had so many cartons that were open and packs that were out of it. He never noticed. He never knew when a pack was gone. So I would just go take his Marlboro Reds. So, not only was I smoking, but I started out on Marlboro Reds, which, at the time was a pretty harsh fucking cigarette.
Right. My mom and dad smoked Merit Filter 100s. That's what they smoked. So
I think I remember at one point my dad smoked Camel non-filters.
I
And
did
then
for
my
a little bit. I
mom
did. I
begged
thought
him
I
to
really did.
stop that.
I thought they were going to help me quit, and they did not at all help me quit. So, but
Eh.
oh OSUT. That's like basic OSU. Was it like one station unit training or some shit? Is that what that is?
OSIT.
OSIT.
Yeah, one
That's for
station unit
grunts,
training,
right?
OSIT. Yeah, usually. And well, some other MOSs will do OSIT training if your basic is there, like field artillery sometime at
Oh,
SIL, they'll do OSIT.
they'll go to yeah. See,
If you
the
go to
Marine Corps is
SIL,
so different. The way the Marine Corps is established is so different.
well,
Even
I
for
learned
like
so
even
much
for
about the Coast
infantry.
Guard. Theirs is even weirder than
Actually, I bet
the freaking
I bet the
Marines.
Coast Guard and the Coast Guard, Navy, and the Marine Corps are all pretty similar.
The Coast Guard, they go to their basic training,
Yeah,
and if you don't have a school available right away,
yeah.
they just send you to your duty station, and then you just work whatever
Yeah,
job
as a
they
non
have
you're a
available
non-rate.
as a non-rate, and
Yeah.
you just work
hmm
at whatever they
See,
fucking give you to work,
yep.
and then you go to your school when your date comes up.
See, in the Marine Corps, the Marine Corps does that similar, but you go to where your school is going to be. But you're a
Yeah,
non-rate
no,
there,
that's
and
not.
and as a non-rate, you're like fucking before your school picks up, you're like doing dumb shit. You're like cleaning the fucking base and like working the chow hall and shit, and like
See, my
yeah.
daughter worked on she worked on a cutter, and she was doing like working on the engines. She did fireman stuff, and then she did like engineering stuff.
Oh
She did
no.
nothing that had anything to do with her stuff, and then later they switched her over to she got hurt. She got hurt her first duty station, and jacked up her wrist really bad, and then it was going to take a while to heal, so they sent her over to another place, and she did admin work. So she finally was kind of working in a job she was going to go to school for.
That's crazy. Well, so Dominic is a Cav Scout. He did his, and then Heath was infantry. Huh.
Oh, Benning. Did you do OSIT at
Yeah,
Benning,
I guess.
Heath?
He did, and then Dominic did his at Knox for first Cav Scout. Huh. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
like I said, I actually went to 3 places before I went to my final duty station. At 4, I went to 4. I went to 4
Wow.
places before I got to. I went to basic. I went to boot camp. Then I went to Marine combat training. Went to boot camp at San Diego. Combat training
Mhm.
at Pendleton. And then I went to Pensacola, Florida, and then I went to Lemoore, California, to advanced composite repair school, and then I went to my duty
Wow.
station. Yeah. So I went to my A school
See, I
and my C
just went
school.
Leonard Wood and then Sam. And then actually Sam was my first duty station too. So I stayed there. And then I got stationed at Stewart.
Jacob said he did
So I
8.5
got
months at Huachuca for AIT, 2 months waiting to get into a class. He spent that time cleaning and building tents in the desert. Oh, that sucks,
Oh,
dude.
so much fun.
Yeah, Dick did the same thing, but went to Oceana for C school. Yeah, because when you go to the way they used to do it, you go to Pensacola for your A school, which is like your basic, like if you're a metalsmith or a power plants or avionics or whatever, all the aviation
Mhm.
in the Navy, they call them rates. Probably Coast Guard too.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
rates. That's your A
Mhm.
school, and then your C school, your whatever school is after that. So
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's
anyway,
a lot of school.
yeah.
I mean, that's not bad. I mean, at least
Well,
you're
when you're working in
prepared
aviation,
once you get to your
yeah.
duty station.
Mhm. Well, no, you're not. Because the first thing you do when you get to your duty station, they tell you forget all the bullshit they taught you at fucking school because none of that actually applies in the real life. So,
Well, never mind.
but I mean, I learned how to buck rivets and I learned how to safety wire, and that was basically all I really needed to know from that school, and how to use sealant and how to paint things. I basically could have went to A school for fucking a week for all the stuff of that I actually learned and used in real life.
Mhm.
Could have been a week of training, or so it was all I never touched it
I
again.
feel that way about when I changed MOSs and went to chemical school.
Mhm.
I feel like the amount of time we spent there, and I get it, it's a serious MOS, dealing with chemicals. But when I got to Hood, to do any of it, it was like, okay, well, no, because you never really did what you did at school, especially if they sent you to like a smoker unit. I
Hmm.
mean, we didn't do smoker stuff at freaking MOS school. We didn't do any of that at Leonard Wood. Nobody taught us anything about that shit. I had to learn all that right there at Hood.
Yeah, Dick said that he's right to the first week of school was like, this is a screwdriver. Helicopters have rotors and planes have wings. Yep. That's for the Marine Corps. They're like, that's how you can, that's when you start gaining
you
a little
go.
bit of IQ. Yeah. But it's 7
Lord.
o'clock. I need to go to the bathroom. Why don't we take a quick break?
Okay,
Huh?
you
How's
do
that
you,
sound?
boo.
Take about a 6-minute
Play 'em some
break.
of that music they've been asking for.
Yeah, we'll play some Turnpike Troubadours and we'll play some Mark Ridge for him. Mark Ridge.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll be back in about 7 minutes. Shots. Maybe. Hold on. I gotta find my thing. I'm bad at this.
I've heard that before.
Where is the thing? Where's the thing?
That's what she said.
There it is. Break time. Boom. All right. Now we'll be back. Shots.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show.
I come from a lifetime of hard labor and dirty hands. Holes in the soles of both of my boots and grease stains on my pants. I never laid eyes on a silver spoon, Lord, I never had a glance. It ain't a high-class living, got my weed and ribbon, so I really don't give a damn. But when it comes to the hard times, yeah, buddy, I've seen them all. Well, I've spent my nights in some busted dives, drank a river of alcohol. And I've broken my back harvest time, working 90-hour weeks. Well, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. They say that money won't make you happy. Let me give it a try. 'Cause I've been working like a dog in the summer heat, going broke on overtime. Oh, I sing my song for the working folk. Go on and raise your beer with me. Sing, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. But when I finally break these shackles and I ain't counting out these dimes, when I can play my songs all night long and leave this job behind, you can bet you can find me grinning on the day I'm finally free, singing, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. Singing, I ain't no rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be.
Hey, everybody, we back.
We back.
We back and bigger than the last 10 minutes. So, if anybody asks or wants to know, that was the Turnpike Troubadours, Southeastern Sun, and then Mark Ridge, I Ain't a Rich Man. So we should get Turnpike Troubadours on here. That would be fucking tits. I love them. Have you? Oh, hold on, my key. There we go. It was caught on my chair. My cord for my headphones is a mile long. It was caught on my chair for some reason. Because why would it not be that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's a thing on TikTok and everything else. It's called Drumeo. Have you seen that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Have you sent it to me?
Maybe. Okay. So what it is, the auspice of it is they take drummers,
Mm-hmm.
like good drummers, right? Like they had was that Chad Smith from Red Hot Chili Peppers on there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Drumeo in and of itself is like a thing you can buy, and it helps you learn how to do drums, right? Gives you the how to whatever set up your shit.
Mhm.
I don't play drums. I don't know about it. But it gives you all the sheet music and stuff. Whatever song you want to play. Okay.
Okay.
Well, so they're taking these guys and he'll, in Red Hot Chili Peppers show, how, his how you play Californication on the drums or whatever. Name the song he plays it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then they take, and part of one of the things they do, this little bit they do, is they play a song that's maybe not their genre or a song that they don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, but they play it with the drum track played out of it. So there's no percussion, right? It's just the guitar and the vocals and the bass. And then the drummers are free to like make up a drum line, whatever they want to play with this song. And it's
not necessarily the drum line that's from that song.
Exactly. They'll play it for them however many times they want.
I have not seen this.
It's
but now
really,
I have to.
it's
Thank
really,
you.
really, really good. And I like music, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, Chad Smith, he did, I don't remember what song he did, but he fucking nailed it. Like, not even like the first listen through. He listened to like fucking, I don't know, 30 seconds song. He starts just fucking going crazy. Mm-hmm. And they have the drummer from Metallica is one of the guys they do. They have the dude who is the drummer for Michael Jackson. He's one of the guys they have on there. Mm-hmm. And they just have a bunch of fucking drummers.
Now I know the wormhole I'm going down tonight.
Oh, I've been down it a couple times. It's good though. It's really, really good. And then they kind of go through their process, and some of them write notes, and some of them are like, and you can see them kind of, they might play a few little notes or whatever, or they'll play for like 5-10 seconds, like that works, or whatever, or not work, so it's really, really neat to watch this process, and it's fucking good. It's called Drumeo, and it's on TikTok.
Have to find it now.
Just put on like I don't even
send me one. So
I'll see if I can find it.
I have it.
Yeah, and then it's fucking good. They're fun to watch, and and some of them are the songs that they are known for playing, right? Mm-hmm. Like I said, they have him play a bunch of Chili Peppers songs, and then they'll have a couple of songs that he doesn't know at all, and they're good. It's pretty good to watch. So,
well, that sounds cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna definitely want to check that out.
Yeah,
very cool.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's worth it. Like I said, it's mind numbing. I'm not a drummer per se, so I'm not like, fuck yeah, I could do that. I know I can't do that. I'm short, fat, and white. I have no rhythm, right? Everyone knows this. I'm short, fat, white dude. I don't have any rhythm. So everything that can go against me is going against me, so I know better. But it's a little bit better than
you do appreciate listening to.
I absolutely, and this is I've become in my old age way better at that, of appreciating things. I know they're hard if I can't do them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like there's things I've never tried to fly a plane. Mm-hmm. I just assume that it's hard. I've seen the inside of a cockpit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a lot of shit.
Yeah. Remember how Casey Donahue introduced us to Star back in the day? Yeah, that was fucking funny shit. Fucking love Casey Donahue. We should have him on the show. Yeah, he'd fucking come on here. But anyway, I just, I can appreciate how, like, I've tried to play drums a couple times. My wife's family is very musically inclined, right? Mm-hmm. And that's one of my favorite things to do is to watch bands play live music.
Oh, I love going to live music.
Especially even like a little bar, fucking whatever, open mic night kind of music. I love that shit. You know what I mean? You get guy on the drum kit, guy on the bass, couple guitarists maybe, and next thing you know, they're playing songs together. It's just fun to watch. I love that shit. And a buddy of mine, we used to a bunch of those guys used to come back to my house. We'd have after bar, drink some beers, whatever, hang out at the campfire. And I remember the drummer guy's name was Newey, and he was trying to teach me how to play drums a couple of times. And he's like, man, you just cannot. You are never going to figure this out. I'm like, no. I'm like, how I just sit over here and hang out. I just hang out and fucking cheer when you guys do cool shit. How's that sound? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's me. I'm not musically inclined. I mean, I was in choir. I can sing, but no, I tried the clarinet for a year.
The clarinet?
Even my parents were like, Nope. No.
Huh.
We're totally cool if you find something else to do. You can so quit this. And I was like, yay!
And
It
see,
was
like,
awful.
I like, I do get kind of like Gabe. We talked about him earlier, and he wants to play he was playing the trombone. No, not trombone, trumpet. Playing the trumpet. And he's sixth
Oh,
grader.
my grandson plays the trumpet.
And I'm like, can you practice like outside, dude? Like, he's like, I
They
gotta
get
practice.
better.
Well, he can't get any fucking worse.
They get better.
They can't get any
You'd be
worse.
shocked.
No,
My
because
grandson, this is his
any
second
worse,
year at the trumpet.
any worse, he wouldn't make any noise at all, and that'd be fine too.
Oh, my grandson, last year when he was first starting trumpet,
Mhm.
oh my God. And he would come into my room. Let me play this scale for you. Let me play this for you. I would rather shave with rubbing alcohol and a dull razor than hear you play that trumpet, kid. But now this is his second year and he's done really good.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm very impressed with him. He's doing really good at it. And I was like, well, good, because you sucked before. He's like, thanks.
You were
And I'm
bad
like,
at
you're
that.
welcome. I was worried because, but like my dad played trumpet, and his grandpa, his other grandpa, not his great grandpa, not my dad, not just him, but my kid's dad, he played trumpet and was in the high school band and stuff. And so I'm glad somebody got that shit because I didn't get it.
I didn't get that shit at all. But and I don't
Mm.
even care. I don't even care that I am not good at music. I don't really give a shit.
I enjoy listening to it so much. That is enough for me.
Exactly. And that is fine with it. I don't know. I know that sounds
Just like
probably
my
shitty.
dad and my mom both are freaking amazing artists. My dad was great. He could then he ended up being a gunsmith, and he did all his own all the stocks and just amazing work. And he could
Mhm.
draw and he could paint. My mom can paint. They're freaking great at it. Me, murmur, nope, can't do it. I can barely color a picture that is got lines and stuff. Didn't get that either.
Right. I just
I don't care.
I'm just not very autistic. I've never been good at music. I've never been I used to be good at drawing. I used to be an all right drawer, or with like pencil art.
Yeah.
I used to be medium good. I was never really great. My mom's always like, "Why didn't you get back into drawing?" I'm like, "'Cause I suck at it, Mom. I don't need all this."
I don't have the attention span. I tried it during COVID because a really good friend of mine's significant other, he is an amazing artist. And he even had classes online, YouTube through some art thing. And I did a couple drawings and I got all the supplies and I was so excited and I gave it up after a month.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, no, I can't do this. This isn't fun.
This is not
I'm
fun
not-
at all. I don't want to do any of
It's
these
too much.
things.
It's hard.
Yeah.
No. But I can write. I write a lot. I used to have a blog that I wrote for a really long time, and I wrote a cookbook, and I can cook. So there you go.
Well,
I'd
that's
rather do
good.
that. That's fun. Yeah.
I'm not very good at cooking. My wife is fantastic. I'm better at cooking. My wife is better at baking.
I can't bake at all. Like my children asked me to stop making them birthday cakes. Like they're like, "Mom, no, could you please buy us a cake?" And yeah, I don't bake, but I can cook. I can cook really good. There's no baking section at all in my cookbook.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever had a cookbook that has 0 baking in it, but no, not me.
Well, there's usually some getting baked involved. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm
Yeah.
not very, you know what? Like my wife is the baker. I'm the cook. But I struggle with
But
that
that's
though.
good. Then it works out for you guys.
Ish.
Does she take over?
No. I like to have these things called flavor. And she is still in that ketchup is too spicy thing. So I struggle with that.
My
But-
grandson might be hers because that is that child.
But I love her to death, and it's not that bad. I'm not. I talk shit, and I don't mean to, because she really does a great job. But it is tough. It is tough to be like, I have to sneak it in. You know what I mean? Like when I'm making
And they'd be
biscuit.
like, it came that way.
No, she doesn't like. She won't eat biscuits and gravy. It's too spicy. And I just
She
use
doesn't
like
even black pepper spice.
no, and I don't eat. I put when I make sausage gravy. This is how spice. I get like the sage sausage.
Yeah.
Brown that up, flour, milk. That's my biscuits and gravy. It's not even
And-
like
and
peppered
that's too
sausage.
spicy.
It's not like even like real breakfast sausage. It's like the sage, like the mild. Like it's just basically brown pork.
And that's too much.
Yep. When I'm making,
Oh, she would hate eating here.
every now and again, I can get by with like some Montreal steak seasoning in the hamburger or something. You know what I mean? That's like, and that's pushing it. So, and like I said, like I told you, I
I've got
did.
so many spices.
I
I'm
did-
all about spice.
I did, how many people? I did 130, 140. I did enough pulled pork for 300 people. And I had a couple, I had like a gallon Ziploc bag of it left. And I brought that
was
home.
that for this thing?
That
you
was for that.
just
I was
did?
thinking that big veterans deal, right? And so I smoked I smoked 16, 18 pork butts. That's what I smoked. It's about 180
Wow.
pounds of meat. And when I went to reheat it, because I obviously can't smoke, I can smoke 4 butts at a time. I have a small smoker, right? So when I reheated that, I took I made like a mop of like apple cider, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and then like beef broth, and then like a barbecue sauce, and then garlic. That's it. And I mixed that in with the pork when I reheated it, so it wasn't dry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I brought that home, and she's like, "Ooh, this got kind of a tang to it." I was like, "No, it doesn't. It's fine." God. No, she thought it was really
here
good.
I am at my house. I'm putting jalapenos on my scrambled eggs.
Oh my God.
I've got every.
No, see, I'm not even like that. I'm not even like that. I'm not even like anybody. I need anything is spicy. I need my butthole to burn. I don't need that.
Oh, my son.
Oh,
does.
the
I think
NBC
that's probably
debate.
why
There's an
it's
NBC debate on.
right
Is
now?
there? Oh, hold on. I need to look.
Oh, well, who knew? Yeah, I missed the thing tonight. I totally forgot when I scheduled to watch it. And I'm so mad at myself for this. I wish I had known that it was tonight and I had made better plans. There was tonight a free viewing of a women's veteran movie or documentary that's coming out called Unsung Heroes, the story of America's female patriots. And it was on, I got the times wrong. It was 4 Pacific and I thought it was 4 Central.
Yeah.
So I thought I was going to get to watch it before we had to come on tonight, but it ran at the same time that we were on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
That
hate. Now I'm going
sucks.
to have to wait. But that's okay. But it from what I hear from the feedback, I got some emails. I was looking at them during our break. Apparently it was pretty damn good. So now I just have to wait until it comes out since I missed the preview, but it's
See,
what
and
it is.
I don't. Ugh. I actually kind of threw up my mouth a little bit, like reading some of these things.
Which things?
Just like, I don't know.
I don't watch
All these
debates.
Republican, like, I just can't anymore. Like, I thought Nikki Haley might be a medium good candidate. And
I
then
try
I
and
heard her,
avoid
I
all
heard
that
her,
stuff.
she had a TikTok today that just like, the shit that fell out of her face. I was just like, what are you even talking? It was about Ukraine, and I'm pretty pro Ukraine. Right? I'm pretty pro Ukraine, and she's like, and he banished the Catholic Church and da 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 da. I'm like, what are you even talking about? You're out of your, and he's embezzling money and this, that, and the other. I'm like, okay. I need people to understand this about how we don't donate to countries. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like this thing in Ukraine. we're not giving them, when they say we're going to give them $1.1 billion or whatever, we don't give them $1.1 billion and say, do what you want with it. We take stuff that we were going to throw away anyway, and we give it to them to use in their fight against Russia. And it's valued at whatever. Right. But that M1, they're running like M113s and like old Bradleys and the M1s that the Marine Corps was going to throw away. Like, we're not giving them good shit. Right.
No, we're giving them old Pepsi, not new Pepsi.
Yeah. We're giving them like Pepsi Clear. They're getting like Pepsi Clear and Surge.
Them, the shit that we don't use anymore. Hello.
Yes. Who's like, oh, I want a 113.
They're getting Jolt Cola for fuck's sake.
Yes, that's what we're fucking giving them. And then what we're doing is we're taking that 1.1 billion and we're buying new shit. Like, here, take all these old artillery rounds we're not using. We're going to buy new ones that are probably going to work better. So fucking suck it up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then so that $1.1 billion isn't going to Zelensky in his fucking pocket. It's going to our workers to build more shit. Yeah, and then we're watching how they use those weapons and seeing how effective they are. Exactly. That's exactly what we're giving them. If they are getting new stuff, we're seeing how good the new stuff is. We're going to give them these switchblade drones. We gave them like all we had, found out they were dog shit, so we're not going to buy anymore, right? But we're watching, we're spending next to nothing compared to our normal military budget to give to Ukraine. So they can hold Russia at bay, and they're doing a really good job of it. We don't even need to get involved. That's fucking saving us a ton of money. But like Dick said, they're spewing what they think people want to hear.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then all those same people are the ones that are complaining that the media is lying.
Yep. Because they are so whatever Tucker Carlson's, well, they're stealing all our money. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Well,
DeSantis says he will not send U.S. troops to Ukraine, but will send them to the southern border. I have a way to fix that. You know what we do? We let them the fuck in.
Yeah.
There's that idea. If we process them like we did in Ellis Island and make sure none of them are fucking terrorists, right? Because there are terrorists. There's people like they were like coming from Sudan, coming across the southern border.
Yeah.
Why? Why are people from Sudan coming? But if we have centers at all these big border crossings to allow people to come in, they're not going to sneak across the desert. They're not going to fuck up people's cattle. They're not going to fuck with ranchers. They're not going to climb over the fucking wall. They're going to come in. They just want to come to America, same as my ancestors did and yours and everyone fucking else's. Guess what?
Fucking, and then they get papers, and then they can file their taxes.
Exactly.
And have Social Security cards and every fucking thing else.
And everybody's happy.
Makes much more goddamn sense.
But if they fix that, if Ron DeSantis fixed that, he doesn't have anything to rally his voters around to get voters. So he's going to send troops to the border to stand there because we're not allowed to engage in it. We, the United States military, are not police officers.
Nope, we are not Homeland Security.
No, we should have learned that in fucking Iraq. Yep, Dick, you're right. Both sides do the same thing. I fucking love it. I love these people.
No one has the smarter, not harder fucking memo. None of them. None of them have read it. None of them understand it.
Christie highlights experience in wake of 9/11 when asked about Islamophobia. What? Who's asking about this? Okay. There's a lot of calls right now for Israel to quit bombing the Palestinians. I'm not going to call it a ceasefire. I'm not going to call it a ceasefire because not one of the people calling for Israel to stop bombing Hamas has called for Hamas to quit shooting rockets from schools and hospitals at the Israelis. They want the Israelis to quit bombing the Arabs, right? Well, I believe that's a case of what we used to call fuck around and find out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So if you want to fuck around, now you're finding out. And the two interesting things that I saw today that I want to touch on, and I wish I was better at this because I would pull these up. But there was the Israelis established a humanitarian corridor for the people in the North Gaza City. They've completely cut that off. They've made a corridor for civilians to march south. And I'm sure they have people there looking for militants and whatever, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, you would hope.
Before they drop leaflets saying, take this road to the south. There's a refugee camp set up to the south and blah, 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 blah. And Hamas was shooting people on that road who were trying to flee because terrorists use civilians as shields.
Yep. They don't want those people leaving.
Yep.
They need them there to keep them alive.
Yep. But these people don't understand. I love like the gays for Hamas. Oh?
No, that's fabulous.
Go to that part of the world and be gay. See what happens to you.
Yeah, see how long you live.
They already caught wounded Hamas fighters that were trying to use the refugee routes. Absolutely.
Yep,
There's all this hubbub about Israel, but not Russia. Absolutely. This is what I am not even saying that we should send our troops to Ukraine. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that one bit. But 20 fucking years ago, 30 years ago now.
Yeah.
When Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait, when a larger country invaded its neighbor, we were all about sending fucking troops and kicking out that aggressor. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
We brought down hellfire on the Iraqis for invading their smaller neighbor. Now we're like, should we send them some rockets or not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why the fuck? If that was 1991, we're just going to fucking stand back and watch. Like, it's okay for us to get involved because they had oil. Oh, my God, oil! You know? But...
Yep. If it does us good and we might be cut off from it, then of course we're going to step in.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not even saying we should get involved in Israel. They've got plenty of money. They've got plenty of munitions. They got plenty of all the things. I think we should feed them intelligence. I think we should help out. And honestly, if we knew where the American hostages were being held, I wouldn't be against like the fucking SEALs or Delta or something like that going and getting our people out. Do I think American troops need to be up to their fucking elbows in Hamas terrorists? Absolutely not.
Fuck no.
But on that flip side, and I'm not saying we should do this, okay? But what do all of these militias across the Middle East have in common?
I wonder.
I have a little bit to do with that country just east of the one we just left. They're all Iranian-backed militias, baby. And now, some number? I think I read 80-some Americans since the war has started have been injured by Iranian-backed militias attacking American bases in Iraq and Syria. Well,
that's insane.
And then for a while they were shooting missiles at our ships before they figured out well, we could shoot down the missiles. But like, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand why. I mean, I do. I very much do, because we just left Infinity War. We just got done with Infinity War in fucking Iraq and Afghanistan. The last thing anybody wants to do is get fucking back into that.
Back in that shit.
Yeah. I get it. I understand it, but that doesn't mean we can't bomb them fucking back to the Stone Age. That's right, Gary. Our attention span is about 15 minutes. But you know what? This is what Ukraine needs to do right the fuck now. Is shut the fuck up. Ukraine needs to just shut the fuck up. Ukraine needs to just be on the back burner for like 2 fucking months. And then I don't understand why we got to make these big announcements when we send shit to Ukraine. I don't understand why we got to do that, because the United States has been absolutely fantastic at divvying up money without telling anybody a fucking soul where it's going. So just fucking send them the shit. You don't got to fucking... Loose lips sink ships. Actually, Ukrainians been doing a good job of sinking ships too. But anyway, let the Americans start worrying about fucking Hamas, and then don't say a fucking thing about Ukraine. Just start sending them whatever the fuck you want to send them, dude. Tell fucking Ukraine to shut the fuck up. Be like, hey, we are going to give you shit, but you shut the fuck up about it. We need like the E4 mafia in charge of giving the Ukrainians money. Don't ask where the shit came from. Hey, where'd you get these fucking jet fighters from, bro? Don't fucking ask no questions. You don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
Dude.
Yeah.
It was put into the military relocation program.
Because if they show that we sent the money, it's an election gimmick. We help the poor people over there. Fuck it. And he shut the fuck up. We already did that. They can already say, hey, we tried to do that, but the Republicans blocked us. Whatever. Don't fucking say shit. Just fucking do it. Hey, how come these fucking Humvees got their numbers painted over? Fucking ask questions. Soren, just take your fucking Humvee. This ain't even mine. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, be glad you got it.
Yeah.
Shush.
How come you got extra magazines? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
We bought them from the Extra Magazine store.
Yeah,
dude.
that same place I got this extra C4 and blasting caps. Shut the fuck up.
It's from the Dollar General.
Yeah.
The Haji shop.
Oh, they won't though. It's all about look at me in politics. You're right. I'm just saying. They shut the fuck up.
They do. They like the light shined on them, don't they? They're like, look what I did. I'm so special. Somebody pat me on my back.
You know what? But you know what?
Shut the fuck up.
You know what pisses me off the most about this, especially the Republican debate right now, is I look at that stage. This actually gives me kind of a chest pain. Okay. I can't vote for any of them.
I know. Scary.
I mean, like, honestly, like, I thought for a second, I thought for a little bit before today that I could vote for Nikki Haley, and I just can't now. She's too fucking stupid. The shit that, if she believes, if she in any way believes the shit that fell out of her face today, I can't vote for someone that fucking dumb, dude. Can't.
Yeah.
And that fucking Vivek dude, he's just fucking woo. He's like chanting about aliens and shit and fucking going crazy and like, I got my green alien blood, fucking whatever. Shut the fuck up. Ron DeSantis is like fucking an idiot. Chris Christie ain't much better.
Yeah.
And I don't know a whole lot about Tim Scott. The little bit I do know is he's fucking dumb. And then,
that's true.
So what we're going to have is a rematch of Trump v. fucking Biden. And I can't vote for either one of those idiots either. I can't.
And that's if they both live for another year.
Yeah, they're both 105 years old. Everyone gives shit about Biden about fucking falling over, but fucking Trump ain't doing no goddamn better. And I'm just
He's just as old and just as crotchety and just as crazy. They both are bonkers.
Look, I'll defend Trump a little bit here, okay? And I'll say I think this trial that has been going on the last week or month or whatever. I think that's one of the best things that happened to Trump because it's making a martyr out of him. The people that are his supporters are saying this as exactly his prophecy coming true. They're coming after me so I won't be president again.
Yeah.
Right. I don't like Trump, but at least he remembers his name.
Making it all true.
Yeah. He
does remember.
He does remember it. And I think Trump is another case of shut the fuck up. If Trump would just shut the fuck up.
And he can't though.
He can't.
That man cannot.
No,
shut up
he
and
has.
save his
He
life.
has to, and he like, it's like
he's a narcissist.
He's the one-upper dude. He's like, if you could be like, yeah, you know what? I remember when I went to I did that. Oh yeah, I did that, and then I did 5 other things, and it was the greatest. It's
just a big nasty dick slinging event.
That's all it is, and I can't get behind it.
Pulled out their wieners, and they're just running around, flinging them at each other.
Yeah,
it's very annoying.
Oh, what was it? Idiocracy. Did you ever see that?
Yes, I did years ago. I did see that
with Terry Crews as president.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes that might be better than what's going on here. Oy. It's very sad. It's a sad state. A sad state the country is in with who we have running. Not a one of them is smarter than a box of hair.
No. But how do you
just really hate the age thing. I really think we need to quit electing men that are older than Jesus.
Yeah.
Or women. that are older than Jesus, and being in the freaking any part of politics after a certain age. I'm sorry. I watch my 81-year-old mother
This guy.
send me text messages.
This is who we're gonna vote
Yeah,
for.
I fucking love him.
That's who we're gonna vote for.
I love him. I'd
Mhm.
vote for him. I'd vote for him.
What the
in a
fuck was his
heartbeat.
real name? What was his name in that? It was like something Mountain Dew, Doritos, fucking. Yes. That's who I want for my president right there. Fucking. I love
I
Terry
just want
Crews.
somebody young. I want somebody who's not doing like what my mom does at 80, which is text me 5 times during the day about something's wrong with my television. Oh no, never mind. Nothing's wrong with my television. I just touched something wrong. Or my remote's not working. Oh no, never mind. It is working. I just wasn't aiming it directly at the TV like you're supposed to. Or I mean, these guys have to. If my mother, who is actually in really, really good health
Mhm.
and fairly decent, like she's still got her shit together.
Right.
But if she's sending me shit like that, these motherfuckers have got to be. They've got to be losing their goddamn minds.
We'll have Gator. No, it's Brondo. It's Brondo. It's what plants crave.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Fucking Brondo. Yeah, but you're right though. Like, where do we stop this? Because part of
How
it
do we get
is
people on board with stopping it?
well, because part of it is, and this is the God's honest truth about this, right? Part of what we're dealing with right now is the fucking. If we don't have somebody of quality to vote for, then we're stuck voting for the lesser of two idiots. It's not even lesser of two evils anymore. It's a lesser of two idiots.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
giving us
Oh, it's
fucking
so the
dog
lesser
shit
of two idiots.
choices. And it's not our fault.
It's just nobody is.
Yep, and this is
running
Dick just
anymore.
fucking hit the nail on the head. The funny thing is, everyone says they want it stopped, yet support a candidate based on the R or D behind their name, regardless of who they are. Like sheep. Fucking right. But you know what? We're not like sheep. And this is why. Because fucking sheep are led by a shepherd who actually wants what's best for them. Okay? We are like pigs being led by the farmer who wants to slaughter us. That's what we are. And that's where we're fucked.
Okay, so I looked up the name that Terry Crews,
Yeah.
his character.
Mhm.
Are you ready?
Yep.
President Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Herbert Camacho.
Yes. That's right.
President Camacho.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Herbert Camacho. I am surprised no one has named their child that.
I feel like we should have a president name that.
We should.
God, you know what? I'm going to come out right now and say this. I would vote for Terry Crews for president.
I like Terry Crews.
Mhm. If we are going to vote on presidents
Mhm.
simply because they are famous and or a movie star or television star or whatever, I think Terry Crews is fucking up there.
Yeah. Terry Crews is up there. I'm pretty sure the whole state of Texas thinks Matthew McConaughey is up there.
My wife would vote for Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, I know a lot of people that would vote for Matthew McConaughey.
Why don't they do that? I wonder.
I'd vote for Jennifer Garner.
Maybe.
She's pretty smart. She's got a pretty good head on her shoulders. And she's only had one really fucked up marriage. That's got to say something. I mean, look at how many fucked up marriages Trump's had, and everybody voted for his ass.
But I remember thinking when Trump first started running, I would love to see an Alan West and Candace Owen ticket. Huh. Patrick said if that movie comes true, I'm buying stock in Starbucks. If you know, you know. That's right.
Lordy.
Man, I don't. I'm trying to think of like fucking actual television and or movie stars that I think would make a good president. Oh, fuck. I'm not even going to say it.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd?
Yeah, Paul Rudd. That's how you say his last name. Paul
Maybe.
Rudd.
No.
I'd vote for Paul Rudd.
Dave Chappelle.
Who's yeah, Dave Chappelle. That'd be great.
Could you imagine Kurt Russell? I think he's going a little senile. I think Kurt Russell has gotten a little crazy.
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's getting up in age. That you might as well ask for Gary Busey at that point.
Bruce Willis would be great because Bruce Willis can't talk. He would be fantastic at being can you imagine a president can't talk? Holy shit.
But back in the day before his brain issues, he would have been a great president. Yeah.
Paul Walker.
Oh God.
Oh no,
Who said Paul Walker?
Holly Veach said Paul Walker. He sped right past that shit. What about the guy from Tales of the Crypt?
Yeah, well, that's close to
that's
one of the ones we have.
That's in the Senate. He's in the Senate. Oh, what about fuck. I'm trying to think of people who, you know what? I hate fucking saying this name because I don't agree with him on probably about 50% of the shit that falls out of his face.
Okay.
Bill Maher.
Oh, Bill Maher. Yeah, man. On a good day, on one of his good days.
Pee Wee Herman, yeah, he'd be a lot better if he wasn't dead. Gaff Beavis, yeah. No, but okay, but so he used to be, and this is what fucking blows my mind about politics, is I remember not that long ago, okay, not that super long ago, that Bill Maher was like the fucking crazy left of the left.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he used to be.
Ooh, Holly fucking. I have zero love for the Hollywood until the Epstein list is released. What about, that should be a disqual. Yep, if you were on Epstein's list. Because there's plenty of politicians on that list as well.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So that
should be an automatic disqualifier right there.
Yup.
Yeah.
You know what? What about like a Jay Leno?
Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah, Cheech Moran.
Cheech Moran, that'd be good.
But no, but seriously
get weed
though,
legalized.
But seriously though, we look at some of these people; they're actually rather intelligent.
Oh yeah,
like
look at the freaking empires they've built. Some of them.
Well, and you look at
I wasn't joking when I say Snoop Dogg.
Ooh, Ice for president.
Fucking intelligent.
Yes, he has been very shrewd.
Mm-hmm.
Beavis isn't on Epstein's list. That's true. But if you look at like Jay Leno, Snoop Dogg, all those guys, they've built empire and they're fucking smart. Like if you did you ever watch? I don't know, probably not because you're a girl and I'm picking on you for being a girl. But Jay Leno's Garage, did you ever watch that?
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Where he would just like, oh, this is my Bugatti 1926 Bugatti with his V12 and it has a 13-to-1 compression ratio and he just fucking knows that shit. Just fucking files it out of his brain. He doesn't look it up. He just fucking knows it. Like he's very, very intelligent when it comes. I don't know how smart he is.
Imagine putting that into politics.
Yes. Actually, fuck, he would never do it. He would never, ever do it. But General Mattis.
Oh, yeah. He was smart.
He was he was a genius. Especially when it came to warfare, modern warfare. Yeah, that dude fucking literally wrote the book on it.
But nobody wants that kind of intelligence as a president.
I feel like
they want to be able to get them to do.
But if you take somebody like, okay, and maybe this is just me, but Mattis is kind of a celebrity of the military generals. Petraeus had this until he had his like sex scandal bullshit, right?
Yeah, well. We had a president with a sex scandal. We've had a couple presidents with sex scandals. I'm sorry. That should not be an automatic disclaimer or knockout.
Tim Allen. What about Tim Allen? Tim Allen's he's come out as very conservative, which is good. It's fine. But he's not like crazy, like burn all the Muslims Republican.
He's not like Mel Gibson crazy.
Yeah. No, I think Tim Allen would do fine.
Yeah, Tim Allen. That's a good name up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think James Mattis would be good. And I don't know. I don't know what we do with all that, though. You're right. I don't think anybody would want to vote for somebody that smart.
Oh, no. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't, because then they'd be worried. One side's going to be worried all he's going to want to do is take us to war. And then the other side's going to be worried that he's not going to listen to anybody and their side of what needs to be done as far as war. So nobody would want him in there.
I think he'd be fine. I think that James Mattis, I think, would be, he's such a scholar of that stuff. I think we'd be fine. I think he'd be fine. I think he'd do great.
And he's charming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the job that he had to do, he's charming. So he's got that going for him, because you need someone that can also talk to the people and not just talk at them or talk to them. He can talk with the people.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. That's a good suggestion. It'll go nowhere, but
yeah, he would never ever do it.
No. Mm-mm. Well, I don't blame him.
No, I don't blame him
I
either.
don't want to be president. That's some fucked up. I don't even want to be in politics at all of any kind.
Mm-hmm.
Good God, no. Ugh.
Well, what do you think about wrapping this bee up? Leave on a low note.
All right, we're getting to the wrap up time.
Team Elon. You know what? Holly's like Team Elon, and you know what? Elon Musk has just gone so fucking crazy the last couple weeks
He's
months.
A little bonkers.
He's just like
he's on the edge of bipolar. I'm pretty sure he's on meds, and if he's not, he probably should be.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm talking to you from someone who's on meds. I'm just saying.
He's just
have medication.
And but some of the stuff he shares and says, I'm just like, dude, I'm not sure you can say that.
Well, yeah, you probably shouldn't say.
No, you shouldn't say it out loud anyway. And so it makes it tough, you know. And like I said, I had a lot of respect for him, and I still kind of do.
Yeah.
Ooh, Holly, yeah, he has access to everyone's bullshit. Okay. All right. So the thought that he would know more because he's somehow like privy to information that we're not, and that's why he's got the beliefs that he does. Oh, maybe there's something
possible.
to that. I
didn't
don't
think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go Holly! Look at you using your brain.
Yeah, big brain on Holly.
I love that, Holly. Good for you.
I do sometimes wonder with people like that if it isn't I think he's got some on the spectrum stuff too.
Yeah.
And I think that's part
I'm
of
pretty sure.
We don't it's hard
I think that's why he rubs people the wrong way.
Well, and it's hard for people who aren't on the spectrum to really communicate and like completely understand why he is the way he is and why he does the way he does. The topic for the last 2 hours, Patrick, has been anything from indoor soccer to the Republican thing that's going on right now. And now we're talking about how Elon Musk is smart yet crazy. Munchausen.
Yep, that's
Munchausen syndrome. Holly said he's autistic, and Bronco says he's got Munchausen syndrome.
Munchausen.
So open topic. Absolutely open topic. Absolutely open topic. Actually, you know what? And this is maybe a ice question. Let me see if my kid responded. So Jimmy's date of rotation back to the States is past, and he's still not in the States yet. They're trying to extend it to February or April, but they keep throwing him on details, and he's like red on his retention stuff. So yeah. But he's flagged for retention since he's passed his data rotation back to the States, and it's not been extended yet.
Okay.
So he ETSs in
that's good.
He ETSs in less than a year, and he's not whatever. He's fine being in Germany, I guess, but he's trying to figure out what the fuck he wants to
go and do things.
Yep. And
because he was there for so long and he wasn't able to do
well, he still
shit.
can't really do a whole lot because he's still there's still balls to the walls like his unit is, but I mean it's a little bit better than it was. But
yeah, because they're not completely locked down. The Germans have, the society has opened it, that everybody's not all, spicy fluid.
Yep. But it's whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever. My daughter's in Kentucky and loving it because now it's getting cool again. She was hating it when they first got there because she had been in Alaska and had been cold for 3 years. And then this hot summer near about killed her. She's like, why did I want to come back down here again? To sweat. That's why you want to come back. I mean, she bitched for 3 years about being frozen, PCSs, and gets down to Kentucky, and she's like, why is it so hot all the time? I'm like, because you're not in Alaska, jackass. But we're glad she's closer.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Well, let's talk about entrepreneur opportunities. Oof. All right. What do you want to talk about?
What entrepreneur opportunities would you like to speak of?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it's 50-50 whether or not it's going to work.
Yeah. Here's the 50-50. It will or it won't.
Here's the thing about and I'll give him a chance to answer because I know there's that delay or whatever. Entrepreneurial what are out there, dude? Pick one. Here's the thing: entrepreneurial opportunities work really well if you are willing to put in the fuck ton of work that they require and the fuck ton of capital, especially at first. Now, the Small Business Administration has programs to help veterans get established in the workplace for things like,
they do.
And depending on where you're at, what $49 in capital, well, you can just do a lawn mowing business, buy a used lawnmower and a fucking.
I got a job for you. I still have boxes in my garage from when I PCS'd or ETS'd and came home from 13 years ago. Yep. I got a job for you.
I tell you, and fucking if you. There's hot shot trucking. You can get a 3/4 ton pickup and a trailer and get on a load board. And it's
food trucks are the shit right now.
But this
cook.
If you, it depends on what your skills are and what is okay. If you did something along the lines,
sell coffee.
Yeah, don't sell coffee. If you did something along the lines of like, a food truck. You want to do a food truck, right? And then you look in the paper or you look at this like at the parking lot where all the food trucks are, and there's already 70 food trucks there. You're probably not going to do too great in a food truck.
Yeah, you got to see what's saturated in your area,
right?
First, and then go from there.
He said a 50-year-old company for $49. That sounds like a scam, or that sounds like a pyramid scheme. That's probably not going to work out for most of us. So
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like I you know, and I think the entrepreneurial spirit is great, and that's something that is great about the United States is you can do basically what the fuck you want to do. Yeah. Like honestly, like there's been times I've debated doing something like a lawn care business because I mean, you think about it, you're mowing lawns. You can get started for next to nothing. If you own like a pickup and a small trailer, you can get started for next to nothing. Very little overhead. The biggest thing that I've seen once I start doing some investigation into things is the insurance.
Yeah.
But if you do want to do something that has something with, the small SBA does a lot of stuff for veterans.
Oh yeah. And each state, like Texas is a great place
Mm-hmm.
if you're a veteran and you want to open a small business. Texas has so much shit out there. I
Yep.
don't know, of course, a lot about a lot of other states because I don't live there, but I do know Texas has a lot of stuff for veterans. Ton.
Phil says a guy he works with has a mini school bus turned into a Jamaican food truck, makes a killing on the weekends. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's
Because it's got to be, it can't be a food that's real out there, and it can't be a food that everybody else sells. Like we have
Ta-
so many taco trucks here.
Oh, I
Oh
bet.
my God.
Now, you know what? Flip
So
side of
many
that,
taco
I would fucking kill. I would fucking murder for one of those taco trucks to be here. Good
yeah, up
fucking
there.
Texas tacos would do a killing here. They
Yeah.
would do because here, and I tell you what, there, I got a friend of mine. Him and his wife, his son goes to school with one of my kids. And they are both retired Marines, okay? And they got a bratwurst truck. They got a trailer, and they do bratwurst. But they make their own bratwurst. Like, they grind the pork, and they add in the seasonings and the flavor, and they have, like, a mango barbecue fucking bratwurst. And it's great stuff. It's fantastic. And it's reasonably priced. They put in a lot of work, but they make a lot of money. Relatively, compared for food truck
You
money.
would think in this town that there would be at least one German food truck. Zero. Zilch.
See,
None.
that's what's up here. A lot of that is what's up
And there's
here.
one that's about to come here. He's in another state, and they're ready to move, and they're coming to Texas, and they even put on our New Braunfels local like page that they want to scope out places for a food truck, for a German food truck. Would it be something that people would like here? Fuck yeah.
All right. Now,
I want German food more than just at the local restaurant and at the freaking Worst Fest.
Right. Phil says he does it with extra venison. The problem with that would be if you have to do it on scale to serve. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you right now, as somebody who just dipped his toes into that. Okay, I volunteer. I'm on that committee for the veteran stand down we just had, and I didn't talk about it a whole lot, but we had a veteran stand down this past weekend. You know this, but listeners don't know this. And I cooked pork for about 300 people. Okay, that was one of the most stressful things I have ever done. It really was. I was so
never
worried.
Want to be in the food business.
No,
ever.
it was so. And I tell you, one of the things that, and I did it the same way that I feed my family and friends. I did that for the same way I'd feed my family and friends, and I was so worried the whole time that somebody was either going to get sick or not like it or whatever. I didn't want to fucking do it. It made it so stressful. I didn't want to do it. Dude, we don't have time to do a 30-minute Zoom. We don't. I'm sorry. If anybody wants to get with you, it's Patrick Manning in the chats. If somebody wants to learn more about his entrepreneurial opportunity, but we're already about 5 minutes past time. We need to be done. I don't have 30 minutes, dude. Sorry.
But come at us early, man.
Yep. Well, even then, I don't.
On the offside.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to come on as a guest, and it's, I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of anything that sounds too good to be true usually is. It's tough, and I hate saying that, but most people that I've known that have been like, oh, I doubt this, like fucking Plexus or whatever, and the next thing you know, I feel so great, and they flood your shit with Plexus, and then they're fucking whatever, dude, do what you want, but I don't got time for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's so many ways as veterans that we could do. You know, we have opportunities for that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, my dog is throwing a fit over
Your
there.
dog is.
He's yapping. He says, "Mommy, it's 9:00. Why are you still in that
Phil
room?"
said when he lives in New York and he tagged out for during deer season, I used to donate my last year to an organization that donated to veterans.
Oh, that's cool.
I've done that in the past. I've donated to like the food pantry. We don't really have like a veterans stuff like that, but I've donated to a food pantry, extra deer meat to a food pantry before. Said I would love to be a guest. I'll give you. Hold on, let me give you the. Let me go to my. I'll get my. Copy. Here, send a message. Go to that page and send a message, Patrick. And we'll see about vetting you. And if you want to come on and try to be a guest, that'd be, yeah. We'll talk offline about it. Because here's the deal. I like giving veterans opportunities. That's part of what we do. And I don't want to say no just because I don't know anything about it. But, we don't usually do a whole lot of sales on here. But I guess everything we do is sales, I guess. Promoting people. When you think about it, when we have an artist on or we're promoting a veteran business. So, we can see about having you on. But, try it again.
Well, I looked at the calendar and nobody has any guests coming up in the next week.
I think Cons has a guest on Friday, doesn't he?
No, not a guest.
You sure about that?
Uh-huh.
I thought there was a graphic that just came up.
Is it for this Friday though? I didn't think it was for this Friday, is it? Let me double check. Let me look in the sneaky peeks. I didn't think that was for. Oh no, there is. There is.
Yeah.
I lied.
I thought I just saw the thing for it.
That's right. For some reason I thought it was next week. Oh, well, that's okay because they had ours up thinking it was tonight and it's not for 2 weeks. So yes, he does have a guest Friday.
Yeah.
Chris Wood and Justin Healy.
Yeah. Okay.
On Friday.
Well,
sit rep.
Yeah, that'd be a good show, I think. So, but anyway, everyone has been listening to the Smoke Pit. It's Tuesday night or Wednesday night. Holy shit, I am fucking giddy.
See, we're all jacked up with our days.
Yeah, but it has been our hump day. It's been our Smoke Pit with her Tee Zee and me Radar. Here every Wednesday, bringing you all the good stuff. And see, tomorrow is Sergeant Sign with Ice and Spanky. They'll be talking about all things Army, National Guard, Reserve. There's a couple conflicts going on they might touch on. I would say maybe we'll got some good news. Maybe we'll have some good stuff on retention or whatnot.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, who knows? And then let's see, Friday Night Freedom with Kaz and Pookie. Pookie is back and better than ever, and they have their guest that we just talked about. And then Saturday night's a Dawn's a day of no spanky activities. Sunday night's a sports bar talking about some football and how I can continually damage my fantasy football season. I did beat Coach this week, so that was good. Fucking King Smith is kicking ass on that. Actual King Smith is killing all of us. You know why? He put up $50 of his own money for the winner of that, right? Oh yeah, Friday is the Marine Corps birthday. So and then Saturday is the
what's that thing?
What is
that Saturday?
Oh,
God, what is
11/11 of 19? Yeah.
Veterans Day.
It is Veterans Day. Yep. So yeah, that is so go get your free Applebee's or wherever you go.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't do that I think should?
Who?
Waffle House.
IHOP does.
It's not Waffle House though.
No, it's not. We don't have a Waffle House here, so I'm not too upset.
You don't have a Waffle House there? You're in Texas. You'd be able to throw a rock and hit a fucking Waffle House.
There's some, I think, up the road.
Yeah,
but there's not one in the
it's like around the corner. It's a Waffle House. You have Whataburgers and Waffle House. Don't ruin this for me. And then let's see. We talked about next. How about we do this? Follow the Smoke Pit pages and the Radar page and everything. And if you know of good shit coming out, share it. You know, we all know Applebee's. I didn't know about IHOP, but you know, if you have if you have a chain or something that you know is going to do something for Veterans Day, let us know. We'll share it. Everybody get hooked up.
I will send you the link that I have from, I don't know how many of y'all get these, probably everybody. VA News.
Yeah.
The Veteran Affairs News. It comes to your email, veteranaffairs@messages.va.gov.
Mm-hmm.
And they just put out over 500 businesses showing appreciation for veterans the entire month.
Wow.
And
That's
I've got a
fantastic.
list that they sent us, and I'll send you the link to post on our page with the list. I mean, there is 151 different coffee places, 110 grill places. There's there's so many. Applebee's, Aspen Creek. Some of these I've never even heard of. Backyards Burgers, Badass Coffee of Hawaii. I mean, this is just the beginning of it. Beef O'Brady's, BJ's
Beef-
restaurant apparently has one.
Beef BJ's what?
BJ's restaurant has something. Boston Market has something.
Oh, Boston Market's good as fuck. You ever been to
Yeah.
Boston Market? Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Jason's
the
Deli.
I
made that up.
Carabra's Italian Grill has something. I mean, they've got this in alphabetical order, and there's so
Well,
many of them.
yeah.
I'll
Send me that link and I'll share it on I'll share it on our Facebook pages. Absolutely. So
'Cause
Patrick
it's got 'em
asked,
all.
he goes, "Do we stream on Facebook?" We stream on two separate Facebook pages. Stream on US Army WTF Moments and US Army WTF Nation Radio. We stream on Kick, and we stream on X, and we stream on YouTube, and we stream live 6 nights a week. You know
Here,
who
see
does?
if you can put this in our chats. I just sent it
You
to
sent
you
it to
on
me?
your Jake Ford.
Okay.
See if you can stick that link in the chat. And it's got everything. It's got the retail. It's got the food. It's got everything.
Copy.
It's labeled Veterans Day freebies.
Yep, it's all the same. We're all Well, like I said, it's U.S. Army WTF Nation Radio, WTF Nation Moment, same time, same channel, Monday every night but Saturday, 6 nights a week.
Yep.
Start at
Somebody's on.
Start at 8 p.m. Eastern and go till about 10 p.m. Eastern. So, but yeah, but Monday night's a Monday edition with Ice and Massey.
Did you remember the sports bar?
We're talking about the sports bar. Remember talking about King Smith kicking my butt.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
King Smith.
Mhm.
I have smoke brain today.
Smoke break. That's good for you, though. And then Tuesday is Pop Culture Warrior with hopefully some new guests
Yay!
now that the strike is over. And then we will be back next Wednesday. And we have a guest at the end of the month. So
On
the
29th,
Wednesday,
we have a guest.
I think the whole week of Thanksgiving, we are not having shows, it look like. I think everyone's got a
do
DA 31.
not
We
think
are
so. I
not.
think
We are not going to be
everybody-
there, right? I don't plan on broadcasting the Wednesday before
No, no.
Thanksgiving.
No, there's no reason.
Mad Mike is on the show with CQ. I've fucked up this whole thing. I've been very flustered and flippity gibbets. Veterans Day has just put a monkey wrench into my show lineup. But anyway, it has been a mediocre show. It's a lot better with Tee Zee here. She fucking lightens the mood up for us. So I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks everyone else for being here. I do appreciate everyone showing up. And we will be here next week again, same bat time, same bat channel. So, all right.
We will.
So we will see you guys next week.
Who are you going to play us out to?
I'm going to play us out. You know what? I'm going to play us out to some Triple Fine by Starts and Ends. That will be our outro. So
Nice.
all right. And we'll talk about you guys next week. Shots.
Y'all have a good week. Happy Veterans Day.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
No, I don't want no other to pour their love on me like water. Got an ocean full of love that's made for two. We can sail up on the ocean breeze sunshine feels like you're loving me. We got a good thing going on, you know that's true. I'm feeling fine, fine, fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Come on, mama, fill me up. Let me take a sip from your loving cup. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Well, I like waking up lying next to you when the sun's so hot and the sky's so blue. There ain't a single thing I'd rather do than spend all my time making love to you. Ain't got a plan, just a way to live in a big bag of love that we love to give out to the world through song and show. If you're getting on the bus, let's go, go, go. I'm feeling fine, fine, fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Come on, mama, fill me up. Let me take a sip from your loving cup. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Feeling fine, fine, fine. Hey, Sioux Falls, thank you so much.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.